Hi, my name's Alice and welcome back to my channel. This is part 4 of My Child Lebensborn, and this is also a voiceover because the audio messed up when my microphone died. It is the 28th of August and that probably means that Klaus has to go to school. If you remember from other episodes of this game, Klaus has been bullied by the students and the teachers, except one teacher, Mr. Berg, I think his name is. And in that class, the other kids don't seem to pick on him. But Klaus wants me to find out about his real parents, and if you remember, I sent a letter to his mum, to his birth mum, asking for information, but she didn't want to give me the name of his dad. When I was actually recording this, as you see here, I'm buying this comb because I thought it would be like something that I would have to do later on, but you know, I find out when I actually use it that it's just something for fun, I guess. But in the next few episodes of this series, until the game ends, I'm going to be putting trigger warnings at the start of the video, and when I edit it I'll also be putting trigger warnings before anything, any bullying talk or anything like that, anything that could be triggering for other people. So if this is triggering to you, then it's your choice whether you want to watch it or not. So I just told Klaus to take a letter to his teacher that's explaining what's been going on about Klaus's bullying and everything. But even though I told him to take the letter to the teacher, I don't think it's going to help, because this sort of thing is going to make it worse, but I have to try something to help. I came home from work this time and Klaus, like you see, is hiding in his closet because of the letter that I told him to give to his teacher. The teacher read the letter out loud and said that he was a snitch and made him stand up with his arm up in history class. See, that's why I thought that it wouldn't work, that the letter would be useless. Klaus is wondering what's wrong with him, and of course there is nothing wrong with him, it's the other kids. But if there is anything else that you want to see on my channel, any games, anything, put it in the comments and I will get to that eventually. And don't forget to go and check out my TikTok and Instagram account, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So I've been writing in the journal for Klaus, and this one is That Horrible School. I'm so sorry, Klaus. I know I meant to be a strong parent and your protector, but the reality is that I feel helpless. Your school is the only one around, and I don't have any powerful connections in this town, so I cannot ask for help with the principal. I don't know who to turn to, but I'll try to think of something. It's Wednesday the 29th of August, and again Klaus has to go to school. But even when I fixed his backpack for him, I got him a backpack, the other kids ripped it up, I think, and then I fixed it for him. You know, they're still bullying him, but I don't think a backpack would have stopped it anyway. So I've just come home and Klaus is asking why people are calling him a German kid, so obviously he's been bullied again. And he's saying he's not German. And he says that Miss Hansen says that his teacher called him a German kid and told the whole class. You know, you wouldn't expect this sort of behaviour from a teacher that's supposed to be teaching and encouraging to be nice and stuff. But here Klaus wants to know about his parents, and I decide to tell him what I know. because I think it's important to be honest. So his father was a German soldier and he was in Norway during the war. You know, when I put Klaus to bed here, he's a little bit happier. And, you know, I thank him for being patient. They say that Germans are bad guys. And I was telling him we don't know if his dad was a bad guy or a good guy. And that no one is ever completely bad or completely good. I mean, he doesn't understand that. I mean, it is probably very hard for him to understand the sort of thing that people are saying about him and things like that. People look at him like he's stolen or broken something, and he hasn't, because he's been good. My dad is a German. Maybe if he's bad, then I'm bad, but I don't even know him, so how can I be bad? And he's saying that Liv, me and him are good people, or the only good people. She doesn't like it when the other kids get angry and then she goes and hides. I'll try to hide more too, but this is my best hiding place, because you're here to chase the bad people away. Klaus's hiding place and safe place is at home, where none of the bullies can get to him. I mean, they won't turn up at the house later in the game, will they? I doubt that. I mean, they probably don't even know where the house is. Parenting is not easy. I hope I wasn't selfish to adopt you, but some days I wonder. I have so little to offer you, and often I don't even know what to say. You should have had siblings and 2 parents who knew what they were doing. Should I be strict, making you stronger and harder so that you can stand up to your bullies? Or should I shower you with kindness to make up for the negative things you're experiencing? Or maybe just be as honest as I can? And another one, she wouldn't tell me. I'm so sorry, your mother wouldn't tell us your father's identity, so I'll try to find out some other way. So 33% were optimistic, 16% were assertive, 50% open with Klaus. You and 90.3% of others bought a backpack. You and 66.1% of others told Klaus about his parents, and you and 48.5% of others warned against German words. Which I find quite interesting, what other people picked more. And there's a time skip to the 11th of September. But regarding how I'm raising Klaus in this game, you know, it's sort of hard because you want him to be appreciative of what he's got, but, you know, you don't want him to, like, cower away from the bullies, but sometimes, you know, there isn't really much you can do. The local vicar may have some helpful information. And here I get the vicar's address so I can go and visit them. And I'm sending him a letter. As you know, I took Klaus into my care 3 years ago. However, it has now become important to learn the identity of his father. Could you please help us find more information about his background from the sources available? Hopefully the vicar can help. School is hard, people there aren't nice, and Miss Hansen doesn't care if the kids are mean. No one picks on me in Mr. Berg's class. Does Mr. Berg stop it, or is it because Mr. Berg isn't encouraging the bullying and he's not picking on Klaus either, so the kids don't do it? Because when Miss Hansen does it, his other teacher, they do it as well. You know, they obviously think it's okay to bully him when she does it. Can you help me study when you get back? And I can. I think when it comes to work, I'm going to try and avoid overtime as much as possible. And his test is about animals. And warning in advance, when I was recording this, I do cheat. So the first question is which one is a mammal. And the only reason I cheat is because I don't want to get the answer wrong and then, you know, he does badly in school. Which one is not a mammal? Gerbil, swan or moose? If I remember rightly, that is the swan. So yeah, I picked the swan. And the last question is, which one of the following mammals can be found in Norway? This one I actually did have no idea. If I remember rightly, it's the second one, the musk ox. Yeah, it's the musk ox. Sounds like a place where there would be trolls. And as Klaus likes animals, I wonder if they can get him a pet or something in the future. If that's even possible in this game, I don't know. But as I just said there, Klaus now trusts me more than before, which is good. Because I didn't really have anything else to do, because I had one time unit left, I decided to use the comb, and as you just saw, it gives Klaus a new haircut, which is good. Although I do change it back in the next episode, and he's got his test tomorrow, and I think he's going to do well. I'm going to leave it there for today. If you enjoyed, give this video a like, hit the subscribe button, and press the bell to be informed when I upload. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.